MouzStrelok now getting up some upgrades. I wanna know what... Oh, that's the Baneling speed coming in for Mondragon. Wow, he expects more of a marine army. Too bad for him, there are mostly marauders in this camp. He knows this because he has a changeling over here. And I don't think those banelings will be as effective against those marauders as he wants. Third expo for Mondragon now coming up, and as we look income wise, Mondragon is ahead in harvesters, but with those Mews, MouzStrelok is able to keep up big time with his income. Vikings going to scout over the map, trying to hunt some more overlords down. While as we look army wise, MouzStrelok now clearly pumping out the bigger army. A lot of siege tank. As we look at the units, 6 siege tanks in play, 18 marauders and 3 Vikings. The 1 lone banshee, 1 marine. Versus a lot of hydralisks, some roaches and some banelings. Banshee being followed by this overseer. Vikings coming back from their trip doing nothing are probably be looking for those overlords, while infestors join the mix for Mondragon too. MouzStrelok now also completing his third expansion. And income wise, MouzStrelok is currently behind because he doesn't have all those mules, but as we look at his resources, it is plenty at the moment. Vikings still looking for map control, Banshee coming in, going to get some free hits off on those drones, denying those drones from mining time. Queen popping up and the overseer almost coming into play, while MouzStrelok also saturates his third base. As we look army wise, MouzStrelok was in the clear advantage, but it seems that with the third base kicking in, Mondragon is macroing up quite an army himself, and MouzStrelok looks to go for a push here. Medivacs now joining in the mix to heal those marauders, SCVs joining the mix to be some of that meat shield, knowing when the army will attack, killing off some of those banelings, and with those siege tanks in position and those especially those medivacs ahead, they will have sight of those siege tanks, shooting down that one changeling, and Mondragon really up against the wall here, able to spot this coming in with all the creep tumors over here. And with some scans going down, he is able to kill off some of those creep tumors, trying to get into a good position, while Mondragon's army is waiting up here to get at the flank on, while MouzStrelok is moving in. More defense armor upgrades coming in for both players now, and while MouzStrelok is going for vehicle weapons, Mondragon is going for ground attack, killing off this one assimilator. Hydralisk just not in range. With those medivacs and the scans, he is able to spot this. It's one siege tank getting mind controls, fungal growth going off on these marauders, but these marauders will be able to burn through these hydras very, very quickly. Both players suffering quite heavy losses, but Mondragon is still a bit behind in army. As we look at the spendings, Mondragon, we can see where Mondragon's money went. He put it all into his economy, and income wise we can see the huge difference. MouzStrelok almost being mined out at his first expansion, going to saturate this gold expo now, while Mondragon is still moving out all his units across the map, trying to get off this banelings on this marauder army without those siege tanks in range. Hydralisk also engaging, but getting scared away by those siege tanks. Marauders now regrouping, and the banelings don't dare to attack again. So Hydralisks now trying to kill off those medevacts, able to kill down 2 siege tanks, but the Marauders are moving in. A lot of Zerglings streaming in, getting killed one by one. Hydralisks now getting off shots on those Marauders, and as we look army-wise, Mondragon's army is shrinking faster than MouzStrelok's army. With those siege tanks in the back, he did get off a lot of Baneling shots there, but as I expected, I think it wasn't that effective as he wished for with those siege tanks in the back, able to destroy some of those Banelings before Hydralisk now moving in again, getting off another fungal growth on those Marauders, but the siege tanks are positioned correctly. Maybe the siege tanks he's moving now should move forward, but MouzStrelok is able to keep up this push while saturating his own gold minerals, not knowing that his opponent also took one of the gold minerals. But army-wise, Mondragon is really on the back foot now and really has to make something happen. Trying to get sight off on this Spore Crawler, sacrificing this medevac a bit, able to get some hits off on those Hydralisks, scan off the ramp, not able to spot all those Hydralisks correctly unless this medevac is near, but the medevac is really really fragile to those Hydralisks. More siege tank getting shots off on those Hydralisks, and I think Mondragon is sacrificing his unit in a bit too much, getting his queen taken down, and with this one Marauder scaring away this huge Zergling army, MouzStrelok is in a very good position here, not blocking off the complete map, so those Zerglings could sneak past, but I'm not sure if Mondragon will find this gap in MouzStrelok's defense. MouzStrelok still pushing up with those siege tanks. Mondragon trying to macro up back his army, but he is not being that effective at it. 2 changelings trying to go in. Vikings now scaring away those overlords while this hatchery is getting hits from those siege tanks down there. A scouting party up here for Mondragon, getting off missing off that fungal growth on all those air units. He would be able to snipe them down with Hydralisk, but Mondragon looking for the flank up here while his Marauders will get killed, macroing them one by one behind to get hit by those Marauders, not all at the same time. Really good macro here from MouzStrelok, and MouzStrelok is dominating the game at this moment. Mondragon really has to make something happen here, really has to sneak through this hole, but Marauders now also guarding it, and it's just waiting for MouzStrelok to make the final push. Thor's now also joining the mix for MouzStrelok, and still a ground army is being summoned in by Mondragon. Balls of forces moving across the map, trying to get another overseer down, trying to do a push on this ramp. Scans going off up here to check out for any army, while MouzStrelok kills off this overseer, looking to go for a push. Hydralisk moving back together with an infestor will probably try and mind control this Thor, and while this Marauder army moves out, siege tanks getting hits off on his own units because of the fungal growth, but MouzStrelok still upgrading all his units, and I think MouzStrelok now in the double army of Mondragon. And I don't see him doing this, just waiting for MouzStrelok to give the final push. As we look at the numbers, Mondragon cannot do anything at this moment. His army is half MouzStrelok's, and MouzStrelok's army is almost fully upgraded. Spreading out his army across the map might be a bad thing for MouzStrelok, but with this huge contain up here, Mondragon is not able to break through, and he GG's out of the game. MouzStrelok wins his best of 3, 2-0, and he will probably and stay tuned for the next game in this pool A from the Razer League. I hope you guys enjoyed, and this will be Rebel, signing out.